All right. Hello and welcome back to the Anime Happy Hour podcast. This is week 14 and I'm Jonathan. Tonight here I'm joined by my usual co-host. I'll get to them in a second. We are making a little change this week though. If you listen to episode 11, you'll remember Richie Garwood, who's joining us a little bit more on a permanent standing. So you'll be hearing from him more and more every week. Here's Richie.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to being a more permanent role on this podcast.
Let's
Me too.
let's give him the same.
Wow, look at how optimistic he is.
Richie, what got you into anime?
Honestly, I think it was John, really. Like, he was just always telling me all these shows I gotta watch. And I said, fuck it, why not?
You start with one, and then it's just like an never-ending
Oh, God, yeah.
rabbit hole of...
Well, you and I started pretty much at the same time, right, John, with Dead Man Wonderland? I think you and I started in high school at the same time. Yeah.
Instead of, like, paying attention in English class.
Yeah, we just watched that.
On our iPads, yeah, exactly. We didn't need high school.
And then one of us got our iPad taken away. We just used the other person's.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out well.
She learned eventually. Well, as you've heard from the two others that we got here tonight, Jake is returning, per usual.
In front of Kirk this time.
Yeah, well. And last,
And
we do have Kirk and Doherty.
Oh, hi, guys.
Oh, now he gets quiet. So, just in case it's your first time joining us, we are the Anime Happy Hour podcast. Every week we get together, pour ourselves a drink, discuss the world of anime and what's going on in it. Casually hang back, share our thoughts and opinions on various topics from episode to episode. Before we get started, a few disclaimers. We are an anime podcast, but we're also an adult podcast, so there's going to be swearing. We also discuss recent events, both new and old shows. So here's your spoiler warning ahead. Richie.
Yeah, true.
Lastly, these are our personal opinions. You can get as salty as you want. We'll love to read them in the comments section. In case you want to reach out to us, feel free. We love to hear your feedback regarding anything we got going on in the show, so feel free to hit us up. You can check us out on Facebook at Anime Happy Hour Pod 03. You can email us at animehappyhour951@gmail.com, or you can check out all of our links at anchor.fm/happyanimehour03. Now, per usual, let's dive right into the show. As we do every week, we got some alcohol poured up. Might as well start with Richie tonight. What do we got going?
Yeah, sure. I got Tito's and lemonade and iced tea. So essentially a spiked Arnold Palmer.
Spiked Arnold Palmer. Can't go wrong with those.
No.
Especially when you can heavy pour it a little bit yourself instead of the, canned ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Jake, what do you got going?
Well, this week I decided to go with the most American, the king of beers, Budweiser.
Okay, following along the beer train.
I don't know if I'd call it King of Beers, but okay.
It literally says it on the can, king of beers.
All right, well, it tastes like piss in a can, but okay.
It's no
At
champagne.
least
tonight too.
Well, at least it's the regular Budweiser.
Yeah, we don't do light shit here.
Yeah, Bud Light's piss in a can.
Yeah.
Kirk, what do you got?
I have, it's called, Neutral? Neutral watermelon? It's supposedly, I asked the guy at the liquor store, I'm like, what's a cheaper version of High Noon? He's like, yo, no, don't even drink High Noon, drink this. This is cheaper and it tastes better. And so I tried it, and, I'll have to agree. I do like it more than High Noons. They're pretty good. I got watermelon and I got pineapple.
What, they have vodka soda ones?
Yeah, it's vodka seltzer's juice.
Got you. Neutral.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's really good, actually.
So in the passings of buying wine for the girlfriend, this happened to be in the same aisle, so I picked it up. It's called Manga Sake, and it's got like all the bottles have different like manga like boxes on them. It's actually pretty good. It's sweet, so it goes perfectly with my.
What kind of sake is it? Does it say?
It does.
I would imagine Japanese.
Oh, really?
Yes,
well, there's
Japanese.
Junmai, there's Ginjo. What is it?
Hyogo.
Hyogo. I don't know what that is. I don't know. They're all brewed a little bit different.
Master Brewer Nakamura. Made with mixed berries, melon, and earth tones.
Sounds tasty. I mean, you can brew sake 100 different ways, kind of like how you can brew beer. That's why I was asking what kind of sake it is, because kind of like how you have IPAs, lagers, this, that, the other thing. Like, you can do sake the same way.
Yeah, I'd never really seen it, and it just kind of like caught my eye while I was wine shopping. So it's what I happened to end up with. Well, I guess now that we've covered that, we'll dive right into our weekly updates, what we've been watching. I know we've got a big queue of shows that we've been watching, and the new season just started. This the winter season?
Yeah, winter 2020.
Yep. Winter season's going on.
22. I said 20 a few
winter
times,
season.
but you know, people get it.
In the 20s. Richie, any shows you've been keeping up with other than our usuals?
Not really. Nothing too new. I've been watching Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan as it's come out. I have been enjoying. This is like a guilty pleasure. Is the My Dress Up Darling actually pretty good?
Okay, so I've seen like images all over the place about that show.
Yeah,
I
give it a try. Wait till it finishes, but give it a try.
Show?
Yeah, a little bit. It's definitely all about like cosplay and stuff like that. So it's obviously like attractive young women, but still pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh, shocker!
That's what I can see.
Almost like every other anime
it's
that's
anime.
ever existed.
Yeah. Yeah, at least this one doesn't hide it, I guess.
It's true.
No, it hides it a little bit. Going on to other new anime that exist, there's World's End Harem that exists. That's definitely not hiding it by any means.
Well, unless you're watching it on Crunchyroll.
Which,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're watching it on Crunchyroll, there's been a lot of
Censored
of
scenes?
debate on that.
Guys,
Dude,
why is this episode why is this episode only 7 minutes long?
Censored. It's just like sharpied. Like the whole body is just sharpied.
Oh,
it's like it shows the whole scene, but like literally it sharpies over like their whole body. It's not even like well done.
They have to, otherwise their app would be removed from the App Store.
Dude, they do it. I was talking about this with Jake the other night. High School DxD is not censored at all.
On Crunchyroll?
Funimation doesn't censor either, so.
And Funimation owns Crunchyroll now.
That's very. I don't know then. I don't have a solution.
Because High School DxD, so like on Crunchyroll, you have to go and like check off the explicit content on your settings on your computer. You can't do it from the app, but you have to go check off the settings and reboot your settings. But once you do, you're able to search for those certain shows, which should be uncensored at that point.
Yeah.
Like I said, High School DxD has never been censored because I've watched it on there. So I don't know, and a lot of people have been saying like, all right, if you want a free version, like if you got like the people watching the app for free or whatever, if you want to censor it or do whatever, okay. But you got people who are paying like anywhere from $7 to $15 a month to have a completely censored show all the way through. I mean,
yeah. No, I get that.
badly censored too, like very badly censored.
I just want them to merge their libraries. I was really hoping it was going to happen this month. Like, hey, welcome to 2022. We're going to be merging your libraries shortly. Please bear with us, whatever. Like, I was hoping they were going to have it done by winter 2022 anime season, but shocker, it didn't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a while.
I don't.
If I know Sony,
I don't know if they will though, because why would you want to merge your libraries? Why wouldn't you just keep them separate so you got people that are paying for both? You're just doubling your cash, like
streamlining.
yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of the same shows on both apps, and all they have to do is hike up the price a little bit and call it a day.
Yeah, but they're not going to double the price.
No, you don't have to double the price. I mean, you make a general. I mean, Crunchyroll has 3 tiers. You could easily just up the price if you and call it a day. But other than that, I mean, we can talk about the big one lately, Demon Slayer.
Fire. I finally caught up on it.
I was gonna say, have you finally caught up, Jake?
Yeah.
I know you wanted to wait to watch it on the big screen.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was worth it.
What a
Okay.
cliffhanger to leave us on. Like, it's quickly coming very close to Slime for me in terms of my favorite anime.
Oh, here we go. Ding ding, here's the bell.
What?
Listen.
I know
Demon
Slime's not
Slayer
your favorite.
is good. Demon Slayer is an S tier anime.
Yep.
Slime is a double S tier anime. They're on the same level.
I said it's getting close. I didn't say it was on the same level.
Well, there's a big gap between double S tier and S tier.
Yep.
Hence the extra S.
Yep.
I will say, Demon Slayer does animation on a better level than anybody else.
Demon Slayer's animation is the best there is, in my opinion.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Hands down.
As far as
Oh, yeah.
If we're
the
talking-
story.
If we're talking storytelling and like general plot and like plot developments and side character developments
It's getting better.
and like the greater world, Slime has it.
Yes.
110%. Because everybody's flushed out to the point where you know who they are, why they are, the way they are,
I mean, me and
everything
Jake.
that's happening in the show.
Me and Jake, our favorite character. I mean, he's just a meme, but he's still the best. Jake, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Our little boy Gobta.
The only person who would be able to kill... The only goblin who could kill Goblin Slayer.
Yes. But with that being said, season 2 hasn't disappointed yet.
So, speaking of that, it's just this arc, right? The Entertainment District arc.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I would like them to keep doing it, just putting out an arc at a time, because I think the reason they did it this way instead of like 24 episode season again is just so they could put like everything into this fight, and this fight is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what they did in
It's
the movie.
it's similar. It's almost like a One Piece model, but without all the filler episodes, and the fights aren't
Drawn out
overly
stuff.
prolonged. It's not like you get 3 punches an episode.
So that's the one thing I will say about a lot of the newer big tier, like S tier shows that have come out over the last like few years. At least like shonen wise and everything else, nothing's like overly prolonged. I mean, we grew up watching shows like One Piece, like Bleach, like Naruto. That's how we grew up knowing, and we have no problems at how that they're handled. We wouldn't go back and change how they're handled. But I like the fact that like these newer shows are drawn out enough to keep our interest, but also not like disappoint either. It's not 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, well,
But-
I don't think any other show could put up 1,000 episodes and be as good as One Piece. Except for maybe Naruto. If they got rid of Boruto,
I was gonna
just went
say-
on with Naruto,
Yeah, Naruto probably could.
If they got
Hunter x Hunter could be if they, ever had continued it, but they just let it die.
Well, Hunter x Hunter is only 140 episodes.
At the
Long way to
moment,
go.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. It's just, it could have been as good
well,
as
they did
One
it
Piece
twice
or-
too.
Yeah.
What?
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
You had the original, and then they had the 2010 version,
2011.
2011.
But they were both great. I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, Naruto's, surpassing like 600 episodes.
how
at
many
this point.
episodes is Dragon Ball?
Naruto's 700 episodes.
Yeah. Naruto and Shippuden, right?
Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
720.
is like 150. Dragon Ball Z is like 120.
Well, there's so many Dragon Ball variations.
Well, Dragon Ball GT is garbage. We don't talk about that. Dragon Ball Z Kai is literally just Dragon Ball Z remastered. Dragon Ball Super is ass, but I think that's at like 150 episodes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're coming out
Altogether,
with
it's
Dragon.
getting like 400 episodes. 450.
Mm-hmm.
I guess while we're on the train of new shows, anybody watched Sabuki Bisco?
Oh, is that the mushroom one? Jake, you would actually really like this one. It's
Dude,
kind
this
of.
thing is like,
I don't want to say it's cyberpunk, but it's like
that's what I was saying.
It's kinda-
it's like a mix between cyberpunk.
It's
and like,
cyberpunk.
post-apocalyptic.
No, it's psychedelic cyberpunk is how I describe it. It's like cyberpunk, but you're on acid the whole time.
I read the
They've got, like
description for the show and thought this sounds really stupid.
It is so stupid, but it's actually good. Unfortunately,
It's one of those great shows that would be like a drunk or like high show. Like, because dude, they have like the animals are massive. By the way, like they have
But, like,
hippos with machine
well,
guns on top,
and then-
like they ride giant crabs.
and they fly on snails.
Yeah, like they have a big like
But there's also motorcycles.
DC-130s or snails.
Yeah, but there's also like motorcycles and tanks and other stuff too. And then there's like the mafia, but they all wear bunny heads. It's super strange, but it's I don't know. I thought
But at the
it's very
same
good.
time, I feel like the plot's coming along a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put my hopes up though because we got tacked up that happened and
Oh, get him, Richie!
Are we doing that now?
Get him, Richie!
are we talking about
Out here
tacked
talking
up
shit
now?
about Tacked
Look,
Up
I
Destiny.
don't. We might want to save this. I could go on for a while. It's a good show, man.
Hey.
I don't know why you shitting on it.
I've been in this corner for a hot minute, listening to Kirk talk shit about Tacked Up Destiny, but
Richie, Tacked Up Destiny, is it an anime about music?
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it's
No.
about, Kirk?
I think it's about aliens fighting aliens from another world. It just so happens
got
that
part of
humans can control
I'm
the
gonna-
aliens. The plot point is not nearly anything close to being about music. At least it doesn't feel like it is.
Do we want to name drop your show of choice for the next few weeks?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. I agree that it's a bad anime. The only reason I suggested it is because it was mildly enjoyable for me to watch it.
So you decided to torture us?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for real.
Because the best part is all right. So we'll also spoiler drop this too. The reason Richie's joining the show, impartiality, because we all want him here, is also because I'm going to be taking a hiatus for a little while due to work and classes. But to go out on a high note and to torture my current co-host here, I selected the anime Knights and Magic for them to watch. Kind of a mech anime, kind of a fantasy anime, kind of just a bad anime, but
He's shooting for worst show on Top Tier or Steer Clear.
that would be great, and I think it will hit that.
Someone's
We
got
should
to
get
do
a
it.
belt for worst show, and then whoever fucking tops it. We're not going for the best shows anymore. We're going for whatever stays lowest on the list.
Oh, absolutely.
Get a belt for best and worst. Kirk, you actually recommended this one a few weeks ago too when you saw it. It was Orient.
Yes. Oh, jeez, brain, please. Orient was the.
It's like the.
Yeah, it's the. No, I know which one you're talking
The
about.
kid with the
It's about
pickaxe
ones-
and like this.
Yeah, they're like trying to slay the demon god things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like about the Bushi samurai or whatever that they join bands of Bushi or whatever. I haven't watched.
Great plot twist in episode 1. It kind of fell off in episode 2 for me.
Yes, I agree. It's I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
I agree.
It's got a pretty low. It's got a high floor with a low ceiling. I don't think it can get much better, but I don't think it can get much worse. It's an anime that I will continue to watch.
And then I guess last one I got is the Requiem of a Rose King. I don't know if anybody's.
Geez.
I've seen it. Why did you guys watch it?
I watched
the first episode.
10 minutes.
It's very slow and very weird.
I think
It's
poorly
literally
done.
it's Romeo and Juliet. Let me put it that way.
No, it's
the
about the War of the Roses.
Yes. But it follows yes. Because they were talking about it at the end of the. It's very. You're right. It is poorly done.
I don't know. I wanted to give it a try because I really liked the War of the Roses.
Yeah.
And so I started it, and 10 minutes in, I was like, this is not worth wasting my time on.
I finished the first episode.
You know what I want
with
to...
hesitancy.
you know what I want to start again, and that way I can watch the second season, is Vanitas, the case study, the vampire one. I need to watch that.
Yeah. That got good reviews in the latter half.
You know what the start to made me really sad? Because it wasn't that good.
What?
The latest episode of Ari Fioretta.
Oh, hold on. I thought it was fire.
You thought the
Let's
first
go.
episode was fire?
Oh, yeah. Granted, it was a lot of exposition and setting up for
Yes.
what's going to happen this season. But just think about what the animation looked like in the first season and what it looked like in this season.
That's very fair. The animation has come along. It was very good for this second season. I will agree
I
with
didn't
that.
expect a lot of story this episode, but the animation was like they actually tried this time.
Well, we got a ton of story.
Wait, really? Because that was my biggest gripe about the whole show.
It
Yeah.
changes it
Season one.
completely, dude.
Yeah, the
they changed
animation is
studios.
actually good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not amazing, but it's
Y'all really make me get
in
on this level
comparison,
again.
it's good. It was
I
just
might have to break her back out.
the first episode. They spent their whole time in a Humvee, essentially.
Yeah, but they were setting up what's about to
No,
happen.
I know.
And reintroducing the relationships between the characters.
Yes, you know what? All right, that's fair. I guess I was just hoping for a bang to start the season off with, and there wasn't a bang. It was just, hey, get ready. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, but Demon Slayer did that. We got a 40-minute episode that did nothing.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, you would have thought with a 40-minute episode there would have been a bang, but
No, I mean, it picked up the slack after a few episodes, but still.
that's true. And you know what I'll say about the first episode of Demon Slayer being 40 minutes long? It was entirely unnecessary to do any of that for the season that they've had so far. I mean...
Yes and no. Yes and no.
They need to do...
Because they did some callbacks to it that were, kind of important.
Well, maybe unnecessary for the season, but that's when it happens in the manga. And it is important for the overall story.
And like I said, they made callbacks and they, made it... I think it was well done. I think at the time we were a little upset with what we got in the beginning, but come this point, we're not too upset. They've done well by it so far.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Nezuko's chest.
Oh, gosh, right. Jake, she's 12 years old. Conversation's over.
All I'm saying is I did not expect that. It's like,
She grew up real quick.
demon transformation. Now I have boobs.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that from this anime. I was a little disappointed with that, to be honest, because I think she was over-sexualized very strongly in that scene.
Well, we had this talk about the Orion too.
Orion.
Main villain.
Baki?
Yeah,
Daki? Doki?
the main bad chick.
Yes. Yep. No, we did. But
And how she was over sexualized, but she wasn't of age either. Technically, she's 14.
it makes a little bit more sense for her, though, right? Because
14.
what we talked about too,
But
right?
she's a literal prostitute.
Yes, exactly. She is a literal prostitute, and we talked about that, and it makes a little bit more sense for her than it does for Nezuko, who, like, we literally see as a little tiny child. Do you not remember, like, the little scene where she's in her giant kimono and she's just running like a little child?
Yeah, but
Like,
that's just her.
Yeah, I'm not
that's
saying-
just her demon power.
her
She's
past.
like 15 or 16. That's just her demon power. She can change her size. That's
No,
why
I
her
know.
full transformation is getting bigger and looking older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Either
was
way.
weird, unexpected, and slightly unnecessary for as much exposure as there was.
She
That
did
being
kick some
said,
ass,
she
though.
kicked ass.
Oh my God.
She beat the shit out of it.
Yeah. Well, and then you got Tanjiro, who also was just like, all right, I need to do something about this, otherwise she's gonna kill everybody.
Dude, when he starts bleeding from his eyes,
Oh, dude,
my
that
God.
whole his fight was wild too.
Yeah.
When he decided to go like full fire breathing,
Yeah.
like when he just like literally, I mean, rage mode there and just balled out.
about to cut
That was
off
a
her
sick
head,
fight, too.
but then he like doubles over.
Hit
from
his
pain.
limit. Yeah.
And then what's the Hashira's name? Is it Uzui?
Yeah, Tengen Uzui.
Uzai.
Uzai?
Uzui.
Azui? Yeah, something
He
like that.
pops into the room, is talking to Tanjiro, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Be quiet. I don't talk to like weak demons like you." And her head just falls off.
Her head just falls into her lap.
He's like, yeah, you're not one of the upper ranks. I know you're not, because otherwise your head wouldn't be falling off your shoulders right now. She's just like, what do you mean? And then just plop in her lap, and she's like, ah, great. But then the crazy part is she didn't die. So, you know, in terms of plot development and design for that encounter was, that was really good. Like, I didn't think that she was going to have a brother just living inside of her. And then I also thought she was an upper rank. Like, compared to the spider kid that was a lower rank, like, she was
she
definitely
is
a
an
lot more
upper-
powerful.
Yes.
She's
But
an upper rank. There's just they're both.
yes,
the
the
upper rank.
the brother's really the upper rank, though, right? Like, the only reason that she's upper rank is because they're one entity, as we
Yeah.
kind of got led to believe. Like,
But do we also want to talk about the fact that Uzai showed up after she got her shit kicked in for 3 episodes, pretty much, by both Tanjiro and Nezuko, and she still hadn't been able to heal yet from both their powers.
that's also true. Yeah.
And then he shows up. Like, I think that, like, her at full power, she would have lasted a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
Like, come on.
I agree with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I don't know
'Cause, like-
about that because she still didn't notice that her head had been cut off.
That's
Yeah, but she was
true.
focusing on healing herself because she was still
focusing
in
on
shock.
killing Nezuko. She wasn't worried about
Yeah, but-
healing herself yet. She just wanted to end Nezuko. The bitch who got on
Yeah.
Master Muzan-sama's nerves.
Which is actually kind of fucking crazy if you think, like, the fact that she, out of all people, I mean, the fact that she broke the spell, pretty much,
Yeah.
the control. But I'm definitely interested. I mean, we got 4 more episodes. I really thought that there was going to be, like, something that was going to happen. They were going to all go their separate ways. And, like, we would have come back to another fight. Like, I didn't think we would get this much of a fight throughout, like, these many episodes.
Yeah. Well, I told you guys before this arc started, this is my favorite arc in the entire series. Now I hope you can see a little bit why.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested to see what's to come.
Oh God, yeah.
Rich, you got anything else you look to cover before we move on?
I don't think so. Yeah, nothing really new. I've been working a lot, so I haven't had much time to watch.
Too many, yeah. Jake, any show?
We covered all mine.
Kirk, last roundabouts.
Nah, I'm good.
Alrighty then. On to the next. Move right into our news section here. Voice actor from Naruto, voice actor who voices Kakashi, is supposed to be joining the Demon Slayer cast. I don't think it's been confirmed who he's voicing yet, but there's been teasers as possibly Tanjiro's dad.
No, I would imagine
Those pictures of him next to like the picture of Tanjiro's dad, like the flashbacks.
Oh.
So that's what I assumed. I mean, but that's what I've seen in
I
articles. So whether
thought it would be the guy in the memories that one chick experienced.
It's going to be in flashbacks, though. I doubt Tanjiro's dad is going to be alive.
No, I think he's already been confirmed not alive.
Well, yeah, but
missing.
that doesn't mean a whole lot. Confirmed.
Yeah, sure.
He's confirmed dead. His dad died of disease or sickness or something. But the thing is that we've never seen.
That's what they said, yeah.
We've never seen him on his deathbed. We didn't see his funeral. We haven't seen a flashback of any of that yet. I don't think we have. We might have, but
They haven't really shown anything of him as like a memory from. Like all we know is he's been gone for as long as Tanjiro's been alive, pretty much.
well, we've seen him do the flame dance there.
No, he was there for most of Tanjiro's life. He died of sickness.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was they portray him as like a very frail, gentle, dying old man, essentially.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything either. We know old people in anime. I don't know, just from the flashbacks and stuff with the same mark, because they refer to the mark on Tanjiro's head.
Yes, but they also mentioned that that's not Tanjiro because Tanjiro's is just a scar.
Yes. So I don't know where they're going with that, but we will see in the next few episodes probably who I'm willing to bet we'll recognize the voice when we hear it. So
Absolutely.
I probably won't. I watch Naruto and dub.
Ugh.
Lord help me. I guess we'll move on a little bit here. There was a Twitter post, someone on Twitter that calls himself a One Piece fan, heavy quotations on that, reportedly called all of his followers, I'm not really sure how many that is, but to give out low ratings for the new AOT like season premiere to like drive down their ratings for One Piece.
So, here's my opinion on that. So I'm also an avid K-pop fan, and we have a lot of this going on in the K-pop community as well. In every fandom, first of all, I don't believe this is an actual One Piece fan. My bet is it's an Attack on Titan fan doing this to drive down One Piece's ratings. Big conspiracy theory.
Oh.
But anyways, every fandom has their toxic fans. You can't. I mean, they don't speak for the whole fandom. So I don't know. I just don't understand people that can't just watch multiple things.
Yeah, can't just enjoy shit.
Yeah.
Like we bicker back and forth and have our disputes, but we all enjoy the world of anime and what the hell we got going on in it.
Yeah, and driving down Attack on Titan's ratings is going to do nothing for One Piece. It's still number one.
Attack on Titan, I hate to say it, but it's not. It's never going to be a part of any big three. It's never going to be a generational. Oh, this is the best. This is a goated anime. Like it's too.
It's definitely a favorite out of a lot of the newer watchers, though, and like famous people.
Yeah,
It has.
That's all people talk about.
It has a cult following for sure. it has a very strong cult following, and its fans are very loyal to the show. And I think it has some of the most loyal fan base, but it's not from a broad spectrum. It's
but
not.
it came into form over the last few years. I mean, like One Piece, shit.
20 years.
One Piece has had a cult following for. I mean, we're over 20 years at this point.
But it's not. I don't know. I find the Attack on Titan fans to be a lot worse than the One Piece fans.
Oh, for sure. One Piece fans are so old at this point that, we don't care enough
than
to.
I am.
Exactly. And I never said I don't like One Piece, so we don't got the energy to fight it out.
You do about Bleach.
Don't come at me like that.
Don't worry, I'll get you some point in this episode.
Well, you already, you know how you're gonna get me. All you gotta do is just pick it when I.
Well, now my plan has been exposed.
I knew that was coming. I don't know if any of you have played this, but the Among Us, the video game.
Yeah.
Getting a manga adaptation.
Among Us is really popular in Asia.
Yeah?
Yeah. So that's not surprising at all.
Rich?
Nah, it blew up in quarantine and COVID and everything. So it makes sense as they're trying to get as much money as possible, and especially if it's blown up in Asia, they might as well just make a manga adaptation and just keep on trying to make some story
push
of it.
It into a anime. I'm interested to see how they do, what they do with it. Whether they keep it the light style, because I've seen a lot of independent stuff done where it's a little bit more gory and dark.
Well, you literally cut people in half in the game, so.
Yeah, but in a cute way.
But in a cute way.
Yeah, but there's only
Fair?
a certain level of cute that goes into slicing someone in half.
What game are we talking about again?
Among Us?
Among Us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely make it worse. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I might read it. Next on the list we got here, I'm sure this comes to nobody's surprise, seeing how it's been most of our talk on our weekly updates. But 20% of the anime that was released in 2021 were all isekai.
Oh my god, really? It's not 50%? It was only 20%? Big.
Oh, you got to realize how many fucking releases there actually are.
Yeah, no.
No,
I'm aware. There's a lot that we don't know.
A fifth of anime that came out in 2021 was isekai.
Dude, it's just, you got to follow the market, right?
Well, it's just it's the thing nowadays.
Ever since Sword Art Online, that's what happens. You know what? I would compare Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan with terms of following and kind of how good of an anime it is. They're same tier for me.
Is way better than Sword Art Online.
I think Sword Art Online, the first season
is pretty goated.
The first season is really good.
I like
the whole first season.
The first season did it right.
The whole first arc was,
and
good.
It was one of the
even the elf game.
That's the first arc.
I'm talking about the original. The first.
We're not talking about Alfheim. We don't talk about Alfheim. Alfheim can stay in the
first
trash.
Half of the first season is.
Did they split it into?
No, that's a whole other season, Jason.
When I watched it on Netflix, that was all the first season.
Yeah, but you're talking about Netflix trying to adapt their seasons. I wouldn't go off of that. The first season was just Sword Art Online. It was 24 episodes, and it went up to the point where they end up destroying the world seed.
Yeah.
Kirk, we might be wrong.
You are wrong.
Are we really?
We're wrong. Kirk, yeah, we're wrong.
Alfheim is part of the first season?
I
second
said.
half.
Oh, no.
Because second season was Gun Gale.
What?
Yeah. But bitch.
Which, if we just removed Alfheim from Sword Art entirely, it'd be fine. Because Gun Gale wasn't terrible.
Gun Gale wasn't bad.
Gun Gale wasn't bad at all. Did you watch Gun Gale Alternative, too? The one with, I don't remember her name, little pink bunny girl.
No, I didn't.
That one wasn't bad either. I'd recommend that.
I stopped watching Season 2, Episode 17, when they're
Hold on, what's the
trying
second
to
half
get,
of Season 2?
Excalibur, right?
Yep.
That part of the second half of
Third season.
second half of the second season was so bad. Even though I wanted to keep watching for like what John was talking about, like War of the Underworld and stuff, I just couldn't do
No,
it.
that's the third season. Alicization was the third season.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying when they were going for Excalibur at the end of the second season is when I stopped watching.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second half of the second season
When they're
about?
going for
Mother's
Excalibur.
Rosario.
The third
Yeah.
time I've said it, John.
They go back to Alfheim.
Yeah, but it's not ringing any bells.
They go back to Alfheim
They
Online.
go back to Alpha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we just don't talk about
That's what
it.
it looked like. I was just... Yeah.
Because it was bad.
Yeah, you take the first half of the first season and the second season, I'll be all right. Cut out Alfheim, and then throw in Alicization. I liked Alicization.
Alicitization? Alice,
Yes.
Alicization. Okay, yeah. I can't word. Alicization was very good. I thought. I thought it was very reminiscent
well
of the first arc of Sword Art.
Yeah, I wanted
Yes.
to get to that, but I just couldn't bring myself to finish the second season.
Hey, spoiler alert, Jake, you don't
To the
have
point
to
where you
watch
don't just
Alfheim.
skip-
I skipped Alfheim, haven't watched Alfheim, and all of Alicitization made sense. There was a couple of characters
Yes, it's
that I
completely
didn't know
different.
about that they were talking to and stuff, but it almost didn't matter.
They made an appearance
all
in
of
the war, but it wasn't like any
Yeah.
grand...
all of the flashbacks are from original Sword Art Online or Gun Gale. None of them are from Alfheim. Alfheim, I think they know nobody liked, and so they just they left it in the past
Yes.
like they should have, which I'm so happy about. They brought it back.
Yeah, until they made a whole other movie just following the same exact plot line as the first arc.
Yeah.
But from Asuna's perspective,
I heard about that.
if that's not a money grab, I don't know what is.
My problem with the
But,
first arc is they stopped at 475 and just skipped to the end. You know what I mean? Beat the final boss on 475 and we're done. It's like, no, I want to see the last 25 floors.
Well, that's the thing is there was technically no 25 floors because they were cheated. Anybody who even made it that high was cheated in the first place because you had the creator on that level anyways who couldn't be beaten because he was cheating.
Yeah, but the creator was the leader of the guild. There was still 100 floors.
Yes. Well, when they fought him, nobody ever made it that high in the first place, and when they realized he was making it that high, that's when it was intervened, and he had to fight anybody who even came across the leader of the guild was defeated because he was cheating.
Exactly.
We're
don't think
talking
there was
about
ever
two
another.
different things here. I'm saying that ending was bullshit. They should have done all 100 floors instead of copping out like that and having that be the ending.
Yeah, I get you. I know what you're saying.
Get rid of
But
Alfheim.
I also realize why they
add
did.
another 25 floors.
And then still have the same type of ending. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I understand both sides of the coin. Well, now that we've gotten off track yet again, on to the next. Jujutsu Kaisen movie. Coming out a lot sooner than we thought it would.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Due to release in February. Don't have an exact date yet, but we should be out in February, which will be...
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hopefully it lines up to where Jake comes and visits and we can do an all watch show and everything.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
See it on the big screen.
Yep, because I'm definitely coming to visit.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or...
It was meant in a sarcastic way, but I'm probably coming to visit.
Just to beat Kirky's ass.
Jake's like,
He gets off the plane, punches Kirky in the face, gets back on the plane.
Well, I'd have to stay on the plane to punch Kirky in the face.
I feel like it's probably expensive to fly anywhere from where you are. Is any like flight out of Florida just expensive for you?
Well, everything's cheaper here than up there in general, but I don't know. We have the big airport right next to like Disney World that's expensive, and then there's like a small airport that's not. So.
Oh, okay.
Either way. I guess got 2 more items real quick. Just to cover the fact that Jake had just talked about the fact that this is never going to happen.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling confirmed to come as an anime.
I'm super glad it's happening, but as anyone who listens to the past 2 episodes knows, I did not think it was going to happen ever.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm honestly. So this is like one of the very few things I've read from start to finish. I'm not looking forward to them ending this anime because the way that the webtoon ended was just really upsetting. It was a bad ending and it was very rushed.
Yeah.
Like they did so well up until like the last like arc and the last big fight, and it's just like they just did it the biggest injustice and sped through it, and no creativity, just dookied it.
Let me shoot this out there. Maybe they sped up the ending of the manhwa in order to be, because they wanted it to be done before the announcement for the anime.
And the anime is going to make it better?
Solo Leveling is originally a web novel. So I've never read the web novel, but I'm assuming that ending is not rushed. I've never heard anything bad about the ending there. And so maybe the anime will follow that ending instead of the manhwa one.
That would be excellent.
I mean, we got a few years before that's going to happen, so...
True.
Yeah, well, I mean...
We'll
not
see.
going anywhere.
Feel that. Rich, I know you had talked about this a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So for this past Christmas, actually, a couple of my friends got me like the comics, like the first book or whatever, and I think I read through it in like literally like an hour. I like couldn't stop reading it, so I'm super excited to see the anime. Yeah,
yeah, it is such. The first arc is so good.
Yep. There's so many webtoons that I like wish could come out as like animated shows.
Yeah.
They just hit on a different level.
Well, we got Tower of God, Noblesse, God of High School, now Solo Leveling. Maybe this is
kind of a stepping stone.
Yeah, we're opening the floodgates.
We can hope. As if our queues weren't big enough.
Yeah, well.
Just push some of those shows we've been waiting years on even farther down the list.
I'll die before my queue is empty, that's for sure.
Oh, God.
Maybe see, if I have one thing to look forward to in retirement, that's it.
Yeah.
I got a few years until that happens, but, once those years come, I don't got no curfew. I don't have a bedtime. I don't got to wake up for work in the morning. Just tackle my queue.
Thinking about retiring now, living with my mom for the rest of my life, and just, grinding it out.
I'll start working when my queue's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, now that we've talked about Attack on Titan a bit, The Attack on Titan opening episode surpassed 7 million views.
7 million.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not too shabby.
I don't know. I kind of want to go back and start the first half of season 4 over again. Even though I've already read the manga, I know what happens. I just want to. It's that thing where you put a lot of time into something, you just have to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows where I'm like, I'm a fan. I'll finish it when the show's over, and I can just watch all of season 4 straight through. Like, I know some people are going to be upset about that because they love Attack on Titan and like a week-to-week thing, but it's one of those shows where like season 4 hit, I was pissed off about the animation and the way they handled it, and so
Almost
I'll
a
wait until it's over and
completely
watch it straight through.
It is a different level of show with the animation change.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
I like the plot. I like the plot. I'm a big fan of the plot, but it's like Alpharetta and the fact that the animation throws me off so much.
Why only
And
one
especially
episode's
after
out.
the
Watch
first 3
season 2.
seasons. Well, no, I mean, even on Attack on Titan standing is like, you did so well in the first 3 seasons, and like you're in the final stretches and you kind of got lazy with it.
Well, they
That's where I'm
changed
looking at it.
studios for whatever reason.
I know, but you're so fucking deep at this point. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it's like what happened to Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, exactly. You get so deep into it, and then you just no.
All right, let's fuck this up.
Fuck what up?
That's the mindset.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Thought we meant the podcast.
Oh well.
It's kind of on that
Every
ready.
time Kirk talks, that's pretty much happening anyways.
Wow. All right. Well, glad I'm leaving. Anyways, in other bits of news, Jake, you'll like this one. So, despite having, Spider-Man: No Way Home just come out, the manga for One Piece has had more sales than the entirety of the Spider-Man franchise of comic books. The only publication, comic and illustration-wise, like comic book style versus manga, anything that surpasses One Piece right now is Superman.
Yeah. I know.
That is kind of wild.
It passed
That's
Batman.
crazy. Even though
it passed Batman like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the second
It
most
just
sold all time.
no, Spider-Man is. It goes
No.
Batman's. It was
no,
I
It
thought
was Superman, Batman, One Piece, and then Spider-Man, and then One Piece passed Batman.
No, it just recently passed
So now One
Spider-Man.
Piece is second.
I thought no.
No.
maybe in the comic book. I mean, Spider-Man was number 3 in the
Physical
comic
copies sold
standings.
of all time. One Piece is number 2 behind Superman. And Superman's been coming out since 41.
Yeah, Spider-Man was what, 70s?
60s, I think.
Yeah.
60s.
One Piece, 1997 to present, 440 million. Spider-Man, 1963 to present, 360 million.
Oh yeah, we way past.
And
Yeah, it's a big
that's 3 years ago as well, mind you.
What about Superman?
Hold on.
I mean,
Superman currently has 600 million. As of this moment, One Piece has 500 million. So One Piece is only 100 million behind
catching up.
Superman, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was crazy. It goes Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men. Batman's not too far behind. It has 484 million.
Yeah, One Piece just passed Batman like a few months ago.
Okay, and it's probably going to continue passing it. It definitely helps that they just came out with like the 1,000th book, because I'm sure a lot of people were like, "Oh, let me just buy everything up to 1,000," because or the 1,000th, what is it, chapter?
Yeah, but you know how
But
fucking expensive that is.
There's like 115
books.
volumes.
Yeah, that's not terrible if you think about it. I mean, that's like you probably spend $1,000 to get them all.
Yeah, but do you think about
You can
think
buy
about it
them-
this way though? I mean, Richie, you just got the Demon Slayer first
Yeah, I got the box set. English
from
was
the first arc.
no, it's every
300?
it was $230, I think, for volumes 1
Yeah,
through
now they're
23.
selling for 300 something.
Yeah, but
And that's
with
just the
One
first.
Piece's stuff like that, their box sets, they're same price, but it's like the first box set is the East Blue, and then the Grand Line,
Yeah, which is
and then New World and stuff like that.
a lot.
Yeah,
It covers a lot more.
Oh.
But it's still kind of crazy.
so
But if you like think about, I mean, throw 250 as an average out there for each set of arcs. I mean, how many arcs do we got in One Piece at this point?
4.
A lot. 4?
It's not arcs, sagas.
So they do it in sagas?
Yeah, like the East Blue saga, and then
Oh, so I guess it's not
the
that bad.
Grand
You know
Line
what?
saga.
Probably
and
grand.
then
Yeah, it's probably a
New World
grand.
1 and 2.
Probably about a grand. Well,
Less than I thought it would be.
that being said,
Speaking
I
of
guess
box
we will
sets,
move.
you know what's the best box set? Assassination Classroom. It is one big yellow smiley face of a box.
yeah, I saw that too. Guess we'll move right into our main topic we've been covering in the last few weeks. It's called Top Tier Steer Clear, Week 14. This show that we have chosen this week is Jake's show of choice. It's been on my queue for a hot minute. It's called Erased. Show ran for 12 episodes and originally released in January of 2016. Quick synopsis about the show. When tragedy is about to strike, Satoru finds himself sent back several minutes before the accident occurs. 29-year-old manga artist has taken advantage of his powerful yet mysterious phenomenon, which he calls revival, to save many lives. However, when he's wrongfully accused for murdering his mother, Satoru is sent back in the past once again, but this time in 1988, 18 years in the past. He soon realizes that the murder may be connected to the abduction and killing of one of his classmates that took place when he was a child. This is his chance to make things right. So, I guess, Jake, it is your show, so we might as well start with you.
First, I want to hear y'all's overall thoughts on it.
Well, I mean, I guess let's start with the plot. I'm going to put it this way. This tore at some heartstrings I didn't think I had.
Solid.
We have kind of covered time travel-esque shows previously, just in passing and stuff we've talked about. And I think this is one of the shows that does it right, like very right. It doesn't overdo itself to where it like confuses you. It doesn't go like back and forth, skip back and forth, skip back and forth, skip back and forth. It's very short-term stuff that from what you think, and then one random day he like gets sent back to 18 years in the past, and then a lot of the story follows along as he's a child. I think it was really well done. I think the way it was handled is really well done, and like I said, my heartstrings were really tore at, like especially towards like the end of the show. Made me yell at my TV a few times, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and might I say, this show is one of the very few shows I enjoyed watching dubbed. I started it dubbed, switched back and forth a little bit, but I think it was very well done
Yeah,
dubbed.
it's very well.
As a whole, I'm giving the plot a 9.5.
Solid.
Kirk, I guess let's hit you.
Yeah, so I'm going to preface this with I thought it was a very well done anime. I still like Tokyo Revengers more.
Jake face.
Yeah, Jake was not happy with that take.
You don't get me wrong.
Continue.
I love Tokyo Revengers. I don't think you can compare them.
I guess. Plot for this, I'm going to go... this is my highest plot rating so far. It's going to be an 8.6.
Okay. I'll accept that.
I thought it was extremely well done. My favorite episode being the one where they're ice skating. I think that was pretty early on. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, where they like race. He races like the hockey guy.
Yep.
Yeah, his friend.
Yep.
The little romance. Really.
It gotcha.
The blossoming romance.
It gotcha, Johnny.
Yeah, with Kaio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I'm not gonna lie. I've been told I'm a heartless soul, but you know.
Yeah, the ending to that romance, heartbreaking.
Yo, don't.
It's reality. That's what that is.
I'm gonna wait on it. Yeah, that's that's us growing up and realizing, damn, bitches ain't shit.
Exactly.
Whoa. Yeah.
Richie, you're next on the list.
Yeah, sure. I think the plot's definitely a 9. Like, there's not much I can add to what you guys have already said. Like, it's done so well. The story's like it's not concise, but it's very like flows really well together, and like it's very realistic, which is really nice. It's not like some crazy anime that tries to like make time travel into this crazy different huge thing.
Like Steins Gate, but Steins Gate did it well.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I just like the idea of like this, and like he's like still like, you know, the 29-year-old in his like 11-year-old's body, so it's kind of interesting how they do that.
Yeah, and he makes reference to it. He's like, relax. She's in 5th grade.
It's like she's 11. Calm down, guy.
Yeah. Well, Jake.
I give the plot a 9.5. It's one of those that was in my queue for a long time, and I just sat down one night to watch it because I didn't have anything else to watch, and it just blew me away. It's one of the best mystery series, live action or anime, that I can remember watching.
Is there a live action?
No, I'm just talking about normal TV versus anime. All mysteries that I've ever seen. I like the time travel aspect, and how, like you were saying, they don't overdo it. It's not like this is a time travel anime. It's like, no, time travel is just a means for this mystery to play out. But yeah,
Exactly.
a 9.5, one of my favorites.
I'm not trying to jinx it
Now,
here, but we're on track.
Jakey, I'm curious where you are on Tokyo Revengers, though. Do you like this more than Tokyo Revengers?
I don't think you can compare them. Tokyo Revengers is much more... I guess it is a mystery, but you're much more there for like the fighting and seeing Mikey, you know, kick people in the face and shit.
This isn't an action, or
Yeah,
like, it doesn't
no,
have anything
you're right.
that's like
This is
crazy
more of a
draw
murder
to it. It's
mystery.
very like
You're right, but we're also trying to solve
Psychological
the mystery
thriller
of
thing.
what happens to the gang. I guess you guys are right. You're not wrong. It's hard to compare.
but
the
it's
two.
not like this is more of like a psychological.
No,
like,
you guys are right.
I like Erased more
it hits
than
those
Tokyo
points a few times.
Revengers. But that's not saying I don't absolutely love Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I throw this one plot point in there that really kind of had me screwed up the whole show?
Which one?
Let's hear it.
Change the teacher's fucking hair color. Do something. As soon as I saw this dude on the flashback, when he went in to meet him and the whole vibe, I was like, he's the one who killed her.
Yeah.
He's the
I
dude.
didn't pick up on
I
that
was
the
like-
first time I watched it.
110% as soon as it happened. I don't know, maybe I've watched too many like serial killer like shows or documentaries, but like I knew it. Like as soon as he went in and like honestly, as a teacher, okay, you can kind of get away with it. But as soon as like the going to his office and like having these general conversations with him and like this whole thing, his whole vibe, I was like, yeah, that's the dude.
When I watched it the
110%.
second time, anytime he was on screen, I was like, you son of a bitch.
I liked the whole like wrap up at the end.
Yeah.
Though. Like it wasn't just like an end to like the whole everything that happened as a child type thing. Like they brought it all the way full circle, yeah. Showed everybody as adults. They showed the psychological aspects to everybody that is affected throughout like all those years and everything. Yeah. The teacher being the person, like too. I guess we'll move right into characters. Oh. 8-7. I'm going to go with a flat. I'm going to go with a straight up 8-7. Mostly because you have your main. There is a good amount of characters that are portrayed in the show. And it's a good and a bad thing. I think they put enough people in there to support the main cast enough to really drive the show. But I feel a lot of like the background stuff wasn't necessarily there for me. Even though a lot of the scenes, they didn't really have anybody in the background. There was no like general public for the most part as far as the flashbacks go. They really showed like the main few characters. Given like a few of the classmates and their reactions and like the show was good and everything. I can't go too high on characters though. 8-7. I love like your main few characters and their relationships, like the friend group and how it was drawn out throughout the few episodes. Kirk.
Come back to me, Richie. You go.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'd go with like probably an 8-5. I agree with John on a lot of points. Yeah, I don't think there was much they could have done in the story to like improve the characters. I think they fit really well, but just like at the end of the day, they're not like the craziest, most interesting characters. Like you don't get a ton of backstory, but that's not like I don't think that would have helped the story at all. It probably would have made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. It would have, the mom, though.
Which?
Tell me she ain't the dopest mom.
Dude, that mom is so mom. Sick.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about Kaio's mom.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Satoru's
mom. He goes,
yeah,
witch,
yeah.
Every time she, like...
Oh, yeah. I thought you called her a
witch.
bitch. Yeah. Nah, she's a G. She's a G. One of the best.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P.
She's alive in the end, but you know what I mean.
You're alive in the end.
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah. Kaio's mom, no. Bitch.
Yeah. The worst.
I give the characters a 9 because of stuff like that. I think the main characters, Satoru, Kaio, were really well done. The killer was really well done. But it's characters like his mom, her mom, Yuki, whatever his best friend with the blonde hair's name is. Characters like that
Kenya
really impressed me. Yeah, I just think usually main characters are really well done, but for me the side characters were also really well done. They made the story more believable, and yeah.
Kirk, you're last on the list.
I'll go with like a 7.5 for the characters. I thought.
Knew it was.
I thought the characters.
You just got to be that guy.
It's not even a bad rating. I don't know why you guys are bashing on me. Like 7.5 is still pretty high for me. Nothing. I'm gonna let you know right now. Nothing's below a 7 for me on this. Actually, I take that back. You know what? I'm gonna go with an 8, a solid 8, flat 8 for this. while you guys make a good point, like all the characters were well developed. They're all likable, even the villains and stuff. I mean, the homeroom teacher, like he was pretty cool. I guess I just didn't like the predictability a whole lot. I thought the characters were really good, but yeah, Kenya was my favorite character. His friend, the blonde friend.
Yeah.
Being able to pick up on all like the
Subtle.
slow changes that like he realized like between the first and the second time.
Yeah. Yep.
Great best friend. Being able to notice that.
Mm-hmm.
A1
And
for
going
sure.
into law at the end because he felt bad about not being able to do more for Satoru.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can we talk about the most confusing like sex like of a character in the friend there?
Oh, is it Aya or
Hiromi,
whatever?
Hitomi, or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a major plot point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hiromi.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew
I was
knew
like,
a lot
maybe
of
this is like
kids-
badly
I
dubbed.
knew a lot of kids that young who were very feminine.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it was very like crazily portrayed that way. Like
I mean, also, you gotta understand
on purpose,
in
but
like Japan and Korea and China and stuff, they're a lot more feminine.
I don't know. When I found out Hiromi was a boy, I was like, oh. Oh.
no,
Yeah.
me too. I literally thought it was a bad like
Yeah.
dub. I thought the dub was
No,
just like
but
badly done.
that's the point of
It
the
kept saying
character,
he.
because Hiromi was killed.
Well, weren't they trying to
To-
trick the police or whatever?
Yeah, he was killed because his MO was killing little girls. And so because he killed Hiromi, the police suspected that he didn't know him because he didn't know that he wasn't a girl. So it couldn't have been the homeroom teacher because he knew
couldn't
that
have been
he
the
wasn't
teacher,
a
yeah.
girl.
Yep.
Okay. See, these are the little things that you pick up on that I don't, and I pick up on stuff you don't.
I mean, I've also watched it
But-
twice.
Yeah. All right. Animation. This is where I kind of
Fall off.
get lost here on where I want to go with this. I'm going to say 7.5. I think it had some great points where the animation was amazing. Like when they went to the big tree with like all the lights in the sky, and or even like the ice skating scene. There's some like very good points that are hit, but as a whole throughout the show, it doesn't really like stand out in the aspects of the other two categories.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you because I actually really liked the art with this. You mind if I jump in here?
Go ahead.
All
Kirk.
right, this I actually gave a pretty high art score. I'm going to go with 8.9. 8.9. See, I thought that the soft colors and all the other stuff went really well with it. I would say that it matched kind of like the eerie mystery vibe to it really well. Additionally, like the backgrounds and stuff, like they're all hand drawn, they're all really nice, and I thought they all went well with the plot points and stuff. They're all very unique, very different. Whereas, like going back a little bit is when we did like Ergo Proxy, like the art was great. It's similar in that sense that like, was there a lot of muted tones and stuff? Yeah, but it fit the bill of what they were trying
Vibe
to
of the
convey.
show.
And so I thought the art was well done. I thought it was even significantly more detailed and better done than Ergo Proxy with regards to the colors they chose and the art style and that kind of thing. But yeah, I was a big fan.
The music was really well done too, like the way that it,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I'm not saying it's bad, but when I think like if I'm putting like animation, whether we're talking animation, art as a whole. Animation's a category, but we talk as art as a whole.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's well done. I think it fits the narrative. I just feel like when I think of like animation and art and everything else, like I think of a little bit more like larger scale stuff that's crazily well done, which doesn't mean this is badly done. I just think like a higher scale is where I'm going to put like certain other shows, like where we put Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's not going to fit in the same narrative as we do for this, but I think the animation style is a lot more top tier. I don't know.
Yeah,
Richie.
That's fair. I will give the animation and like art style, I think, an 8. I'm definitely agree with Kirky here. Like, it's definitely fits like the overall vibe of the show. And like this show came out 6 years ago, and I feel like it looks better than like a third of the shows that are coming out this current season. Like, I like the art style better. Like, it fits it so well. I couldn't complain. Like, they couldn't have done it any better, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I guess like one of the big things for me, I guess, with this show and what would have made it a lot better if it wasn't the second half just started to feel a little monotonous in terms of like the plot points and stuff. Like the story just became a little bit repetitive for me in the second half.
After he saved Kyle,
He went back.
Yes. Yep.
He went back the second time.
Yeah, that was one of my big things.
That's fair. It's like a rush version of the first half, like episode after episode.
Yeah, and his ability is kind of left unexplained the whole time too.
yeah, but so is Takamichi's.
I forget what. Oh yes, yeah. No,
Same
I know.
ability.
Well, however, yeah,
Same.
but the difference
Except
is
he dies to do
Takamichi.
it, but
Takamichi's isn't. It's not. That's not ended yet. We're still getting more Tokyo Revengers, so maybe we'll eventually figure out why he has that ability.
No, we don't.
Oh, you read the manga, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we never find out, is what you're telling me.
Not for the next 200 chapters, that's for sure.
some mysteries are better left untold.
True.
Anyways, I gave the animation an 8. I couldn't go any higher because it's not Demon Slayer, like we said before. However, I don't think it would benefit from Demon Slayer's animation. You know what I mean? It's not that type of show. I think the art, the color palettes, and whatever, everything Kirky talked about, I think it all perfectly sets the show. It is perfect for this show. It's not the most amazing animation ever, but it is what it needs to be.
It's not designed to be. It's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. And honestly, because that was you had a similar take because I think if I remember correctly, I gave Ergo Proxy initially a pretty low score for art, and when you kind of made me realize like, well, think about what's going on, think about the world, and I did that with this, and it made sense. So it heavily influenced. I also think that this did a much better job of having a variety of scenery and other types of artwork. Like a lot of the backgrounds and stuff were just much more detailed, whereas Ergo Proxy, a lot of the backgrounds and stuff, yes, I understand they're in dystopian future, but it was just like solid color backgrounds a lot of the time with Ergo Proxy, whereas this had like whole entire cities, towns, rivers, lakes, streams. Like this had everything. It was not on the level of like a Studio Ghibli or Demon Slayer or Ancient Magus Bride for me, but it was still very well done with art and animation, because even the soundtracks and stuff were great as well.
Yeah, and when you do it right, just having snow on the ground all the time is just really pretty to look at.
True.
Why don't you come up to
Final thoughts?
Massachusetts and tell us that, Jake?
I live in Alaska.
Oh, dude, the snow today.
He did live in Alaska, so
So tell me more about Massachusetts, Kirky. I'd like to hear more.
I've still
more
seen more snow.
It's
than
cold,
you.
but no snow.
Yeah, but have you seen snow from September to May?
I've
No.
seen it from October to March. That's good enough for me.
It's all right. I haven't seen snow in years. I live in a place really similar to hell.
Sweating like
Yeah.
you're there. How do we feel about, in total, as a wrap? I don't want to. I mean, well, we did give our spoiler warning at the beginning of the episode. Do we want to throw any quick spoilers out there?
I don't know.
Everybody
we spoiled a
dies.
lot.
They all die.
Yeah, we spoiled like the main point.
They're all dead.
Yes and no.
He time travels. The teacher's the murderer. I mean,
I mean, love stories. You know, if we're talking about where everybody
He
plots
doesn't
out
end up with
at the end.
Kaio. Sorry.
yes.
Super realistic, though. Let's be real.
He never was
Yeah.
going to.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice the way they threw in what's her name, the pizza girl there.
Ayami or something like that? I don't know.
Ayami, yeah.
What's her name?
Ayami.
Yeah.
Ayami.
Or is it Airi? Airi? I think it is.
I think you're right, Kirk.
Irie.
Irie. Starts with an I.
Oh, Irie. That's what it...
No, is it Irie?
I thought it was
or
like
is it
AI something.
Yeah, but
Airi.
it sounds like
Airi.
Katagiri.
Oh, yeah. I go.
AI. Yeah, Irie. Katagiri.
Pizza chick. Yeah.
Yes. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Alright.
she's a ride or die.
Well. Oh, facts.
So true.
Facts. She had such a small part in that show, but such a large part at the
Yeah.
same time. She was in like a total of like
3 episodes.
10 minutes in the whole show. Like, but legit. Well, I mean, as a total, averaged out, that's an 8.6,
Solid.
baby. So I think it's pretty close to being the
Is
top
that
eight.
better than Megas Bread?
I hope not.
I'd have to look at the picture, but I'm
Probably
pretty sure
is.
it's kind of close.
Well, Megas Bread is ass.
It'd be-
So.
What's this anime at, John?
8.6.
Yeah, it's Megas Bread. Megas Bread was 8 too.
8.2. I knew it was in the 8 somewhere.
The
That's
only
fine.
thing that could beat this is Future Diary.
Yeah, we'll see in a few
No,
weeks.
It's not going to beat this.
I don't know. I got my money on Knights and Magic.
Oh,
True. That one.
Oh,
that one's
yeah,
taking
baby.
the belt home.
if Knights and Magic gets above a 5, I'm going to be pissed.
Dude, I mean, it's like a 6 all around for me. In all honesty,
It's an
I don't know.
8
Where
for
we've put a
my
lot of
anime
6s.
list, isn't it,
We've put
Kirk?
a lot of 6s.
it's what?
It's an 8 for my anime list, isn't it?
It's like a 7 or an 8. Yeah, it's up there. Out of 10.
We've had a lot of 6s,
No.
though. What's the newest one? Yeah. I mean, we got Dead Man Wonderland at low 6.
This is also beating Charlotte.
Yeah, we got Charlotte. Charlotte didn't even cap a 7. Same and same with Classroom of the Elite, also in the 6s. So I mean,
So this is my first
6 is a high.
show. Perfect.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think it's.
So
it
6
may-
is a high
I
standing.
think it might be the highest one we've rated so far.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
that and Megas Bread.
Yeah. They're the first two.
Tokyo Ghoul's right there behind it though.
Why would Tokyo Ghoul get
7.9 or 7.8.
I'm
so.
probably the one that sandbagged Tokyo Ghoul.
You were definitely the one that sandbagged Tokyo Ghoul.
Sandbag
Oh, I most definitely was. Oh yeah, I'm the.
100% sandbag Tokyo
Yep.
Ghoul.
Yep.
Like I might just have to bring up the show notes there real quick. I'm
looking at Tokyo Ghoul right now. It's a
Yeah,
7.8.
7.8. 7.8.
There's Kirk in there.
A 5.1.
For
Kirk threw out a
animation.
5.1. 5.1 on animation. Plot at a 6.2. Yeah, you definitely.
Damn, Kirk
sandbagged
doesn't
the
hold
hell out of
back.
that.
Nah.
Yeah, and this dude's
he
about to
just
put a
has bad
6.
takes.
It's dude.
about
He
to put
hates
a
talked
6.
OP Destiny. He has terrible takes.
Facts.
Are we doing that right now?
Facts. That show's completed. We might have
No,
to
we
put that
can
on
we
the
can
list.
do
Is
it
it-
another time.
is it completed,
That might be
completed?
my show. Yeah, they're
Well,
it's only
the
one
actual
season.
animation is. It's going to be technically a teaser for a mobile game.
No way.
Yeah.
They're gonna make
There's a couple of shows that came out in the fall that were like that.
They make teasers for mobile games now?
This is literally a plot point teaser for the mobile game that's coming out.
Japan does some weird stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
This mobile game better be legit.
I'm just gonna come out and say Japan does some weird stuff.
This mobile game better be next level for doing this shit now, but move right into the end of it right here, real quick. Cover our draft. This is one we've been talking about for a little while. This week's draft, we're covering best anime rage moments. And with Richie being our new co-host here, he gets to choose our draft order.
Yeah, sounds good. I guess
I'll
take first. We'll put John in second.
Okay.
I'll give Kirky third and Jake fourth.
It gives me the shit.
I'm happy to be fourth, but I was gonna take something from John if I was ahead of him.
I was tempted to put him third, but I don't know.
This is
I'm hoping I get mine.
This is gonna be brutal because part of me wants to choose it, part of me is like,
don't choose it.
I don't know if Richie's good. All right,
yeah.
Fair enough.
You want to my first pick?
Yeah.
Shigeo Kageyama, Mob Psycho. Whenever he gets 100%, shit's fire.
That's fine.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. That's
question mark? Amazing.
All right. Oh fuck. Well, Jake, I gotta do it to myself. Bleach.
Full Hollow.
Ichigo. Full holification form in the Waco Mundo arc.
Oh man, I was looking forward to stealing that from you. Kirk.
Oh, am I up?
Yeah, you're third.
You're
I'm gonna take when the ending of Hunter x Hunter when Gon just goes to town, that's ultimate rage. He just says, because he was just he's letting everything out from when Kite died and Kahlua got hit and hurt and this and that, and he just destroys what's her face, Pito, yep, Neferpito or whatever her face is. He could have killed any character. He just takes out a side character, though. I would have loved to have seen him fight King.
Kite.
She's the one who killed. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, I know that's true. She's the one that put Kite. She's the one that put Kite in the puppet state too.
Yeah, and the fact that she was also following the king's orders by healing what's her name, the little girl, and said.
Gogi, I don't know. Grogu.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh wait, no, Grogu's Baby Yoda.
Jake.
I was about to say.
Let's see.
You get two here, bud.
Which ones do I think you guys are gonna take? I don't want to do this just because normally my first pick comes from Berserk, no matter what we're doing.
I was gonna say what's.
But when during the eclipse in Berserk, when Guts tears his arm in half when Griffith is raping Casca. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I have one from One Piece, but I'm hesitant to say it because I don't want to spoil anything. You two know what I'm talking about.
Whoop. I think I have
we've already put our spoiler warning ahead. So.
I know, but for Richie...
It's all good.
Might as well.
Whatever, just go for it.
Here, you want me to deafen and you guys wave when I'm all set?
No, don't do it yet. I don't know if I'm going to pick it yet. Alright. Naruto after Pain stabs Hinata.
Ah, damn.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Back to you, Kirk.
Oh, I'm gonna pick Kirito when he pulls out his dual wielding for the first time on like the Gleam Eyes or whatever it is in the first season of SAO.
Is that on like, the mountain?
No, that's like in the dungeon. It's like in that chamber, and he goes in solos the boss by himself. He pulls out dual wielding, and everybody's like, "Dual wielding's a thing. You can do that." And he came really close to dying.
The first time he breaks it out was when Asuna was close to
and he's
dying.
like, "No, you stay out here. I'm gonna go in and just kill it." And then he just goes in and kills it.
I dream about being as good as Kirito in a video game.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm stealing this from all of you guys right here. Rimuru.
Oh,
When he
I
takes
didn't
out the
even
whole army.
think about that.
Oh my, dude, I forgot about that one.
yeah. He just casually, kills a whole army.
Yeah, only 10,000 people.
And
right?
was it 10,000 or 100,000? Because I'm pretty sure it was 100,000.
It was 100,000.
In order-
100,000. You know who did do 100,000? Don't say it, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my
Big
pick now?
pick right there.
Did I get
Yeah, you get
back
two.
to back?
No, it's John, isn't it?
No, I'm in the middle.
Oh, you just
Yeah, 'cause it goes-
right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take. I'll take Naruto versus Sasuke in Final Valley at the end of Naruto.
Solid. End of Naruto or Naruto Shippuden?
Naruto, because I don't want to take the one at end of Shippuden because I haven't gotten there yet. I want to only do stuff I've seen.
Well, shit.
End of Shippuden wasn't really rage though.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
not the
Shippuden
way the
wasn't,
original
but
Naruto one
The
was.
first one was.
like
The first one.
yeah,
was.
that's one. Yeah, the first
but
one.
Naruto. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
I mean, I know what happens, so like yeah,
Okay.
like
I mean, there's
You're good.
two instances of them both being in the Final Valley. So
yeah.
Yes.
And my next one, I think I'm gonna take Naofumi with the curse shield
solid.
when he's fighting the person at the end, like that person from the other world.
Oh,
Or not? No, my bad. I'm talking about wrong moment when he's fighting the Pope
dragon?
or whatever the fuck his name is.
All right.
When he like does like
Pope
that,
or the
loses
dragon?
all his blood.
oh.
Yeah, I like the Pope one better, anyways.
I think I like the Pope one better, honestly.
I like the dragon.
Even
one
though the
just
first
'cause it
scene-
came out of nowhere.
That's true.
I'm gonna go Vegeta
Which instance?
when Bulma gets slapped
By,
in
what is it, Beerus?
by Beerus on the boat on the yacht. There's a lot of good Vegeta.
Oh,
moments,
that's
but I'm
when
gonna have to go with
that's
that
when
one.
Beerus slapped Bulma, right? That's what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vegeta's like, you don't do that to my woman.
because that was when he goes to Super Saiyan
God.
Yep.
God. Was it God or
It had to have been God. Blue wasn't around at that time.
yeah, because that was when Kakarot goes into.
I don't know what all of
No,
them
it
are. I
wouldn't have been
forget.
God because Vegeta couldn't go God. Kakarot went God during that video or that movie.
Yes,
It
during
was
that
Super
fight.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah. It was Super Saiyan.
No, it was Super Super Saiyan. I think that's literally what it is.
There was so many Super Saiyan
So
things.
Super
There's
Saiyan
Saiyan.
2?
There's Saiyan, there's Super Saiyan, there's Super Super Saiyan, there's
So Super Saiyan
God
2?
Saiyan, and then there's Ultra
Alright.
Instinct after that.
A Super Saiyan who's ascended past the Super Saiyan, otherwise known as Super Saiyan 2.
Something, oh yeah. Because, plot armor.
Yeah, well, not as much as Ichigo, but we'll pass that. Kirky, your turn?
Is it my turn?
Huh.
John just went, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richie, aren't you second?
No.
No, it goes me, John, you, Jake.
Me. Oh, okay. Alright, so John just went. I'm gonna take. Oh, what's the It's from One Punch Man. The guy, the purple people eater dude.
Kabuto.
No, the scene where.
Or the baseball bat.
No, it's like the end of the first season, maybe, where the aliens invade and there's the giant spaceship. It's like the last fight. It's like the boss on the spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
He like
fight.
turns into a big glowy boy and rages out, and then One Punch or Saitama's just like semi-serious punch, gone, dead, obliterated.
No,
So you're taking Saitama or you taking
serious punch? It's serious series. Normal punch.
No, I thought it was just a semi-serious punch.
No, it was his serious series. Serious
punch or something.
Oh,
That's when he
like,
splits
took
the
out
sky?
half the city.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm googling his name real quick. Hold on.
That's the only serious
Boros.
punch.
Boros.
You want to take...
Yeah.
Boros was his name. Okay, yeah, I'm taking Boros. From One Punch Man. Saitama doesn't have a rage moment, unfortunately.
All right.
I'm hoping a few of mine stick it out. I know Jakey might pick them.
I'm worried John taking one of my next ones. I'm really worried.
It's a good chance of it if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Well, we'll find out.
Kaneki kills Jason from Tokyo Ghoul.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Stab, stibbity, stab, stab.
One of the most epic moments in all of anime.
I forget. Does he? I forget. Does he
that's-
actually kill him?
He eats him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
He tortures him, puts the centipede from his ear into Jason's ear,
Yes.
makes him count backwards like he was getting tortured the whole
Yes.
time, then eats him. Yes. Brutal, but one of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
fights. Best last episodes of a season, like hands
100%.
down.
And then I got two more. Luffy and the Celestial Dragon. That's all I'm gonna say, Richie.
Okay.
You know what
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't want. We don't have to talk about it.
The first time?
on Sabaody.
Okay.
Am I up?
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, you are, Kirk.
I am going to go with when Naruto is fighting Orochimaru, and Orochimaru won't tell Naruto where Sasuke is, and so Naruto just goes into that weird like
Yeah, it was like one of the first times you see him.
the tailed
use-
beast form.
The one
But
where he
it's weird,
almost
though, because
kills,
it's-
the one where he almost kills what's her name, Sakura.
Yeah.
Yep. But like he turns into, it's not even a nine tails, it's like the four tail.
Six, I think.
Nah, it's like the
six
three-
was the
yeah,
most we
three.
saw.
I think it was four tails.
Was it 6? I thought it was 3.
four.
4? 3 or
Yeah,
4?
it was more than
Either
three.
way. Either way, that was pretty.
I think it was 6, but
pretty wild. And that was definitely a rage moment because Naruto wasn't in control, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't take what I'm thinking, John. Don't take it.
Damn. I might have to go. You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Roy versus Envy, Full Metal Alchemist.
Solid. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's a good pick. Wasn't the one I was
Last
thinking
two.
of.
No, I know. I know what one you're thinking of, but
Yeah, I'm going
I'll switch it up.
Wong Ling, end of season 1, Daily Life of the Immortal King,
Oh,
where he breaks the world.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Maybe it's not what I was thinking
oh
of.
man.
Jake,
I had that.
How does
I
that
had
feel?
that one on my list last week, and then restarted my list today and forgot to put it back on.
Yeah, I was really
Wow.
worried one of you guys would take it. And then
Second season was let down.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then for my last pick, I think I'm gonna do Levi versus the Beast Titan. When Levi just goes ham.
That's what I thought. That's what I was going for.
You're just getting
That's good. I'm glad
from back to back, guy.
Do it for real. Everybody's taking my shit.
You should use your picks better.
Hey, I didn't choose the list. I knew you were going to choose the one that I wanted. If I left it,
I'm not.
So I kind of had to.
I'm not worried because I know John's not taking my last one.
Ooh, where do I want to go with this? Let's go. There's a few from this show. I might have to. I'm gonna do. Tatsumi.
From
Akame got killed. The only difference is I don't know whether I want to choose like the first episode where he sees his friends like that were like raped and tortured in the chamber, or if I want to go when he loses bro and like gets his like full suit for the first time.
Yeah, that's like the first moment you're talking about is when I was hooked into Akame got killed. Like, that shit was so brutal. It came out of left field. I was like, damn, this is a good show.
Yeah. It was like rage, but like I didn't get those like crazy feels out of it because it was so short-handed. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like a fight back. It wasn't like a fight back. Like, it wasn't anything like crazy. I'm going to have to go when he loses guy. Or bro, I mean. Towards the end of the show when he gets his full suit.
Mm-hmm. Am I up?
Yeah.
You know, and recently, because, you know, I know we're all sitting here on Google looking at rage moments of anime and stuff.
Some of us already made our list.
Yeah. Well, me and John didn't.
Me too. Don't worry. I got you, Jake.
I'm going to pick one that's definitely not on a list yet. Demon Slayer, when boy and girl, I'm going to take them as a combo. Nezuko and Tanjiro, when they pop off and just go to town on Daki.
Nah, you gotta choose one.
I have to pick one of them?
Two separate
Nezuko.
instances. They didn't fight together.
It's still the same fight. I don't care.
I mean, if you were talking like the first time they comboed together.
Oh, wait. Yes, I do want to take that because I like that fight a lot more. We're taking that one when they fight.
Like where she first uses her like flame.
Yeah, when she
versus Rui.
Yes, she burns Rui's things and Tanjiro just goes to town. Yeah, that one. And Rui just pieces out. He's like, "Nope, I don't want to deal with this. You're gonna kill me. Goodbye."
When that episode came out, I sat my mom on the couch. I was like, "Mom, you're gonna watch this episode with me." After it was done, she was like, "Okay." I was like, "Mother, that is revolutionary in animation." Nothing has ever looked that good.
And your mom was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But that's how I felt about it.
Well, that's it for Jake, you get your last pick.
I got a few options. I don't know if any of you have seen Dororo.
Yeah.
I have.
Trying to get all the body
list.
parts back?
Yeah, but the scene I'm talking about is when they kill Mio.
Oh.
When he speaks for the first time.
Yep.
That's my last pick. Yakimaru.
Okay, I was waiting for it.
Yakimaru after Mio's death.
Doesn't he just stab the one guy in the throat?
No, he takes out like a whole group of samurai while screaming
I thought so.
the whole time.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Honestly, that's a better list than I thought it was going to be for 4 people.
There's a lot of rage moments.
Yeah.
I mean, your list sucks.
it's a solid list.
The three of us, we have pretty good lists.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I know one person. It's going to be tough for Dan to vote.
Yeah, he knows one of all of ours.
Yeah.
Did any of us take anything from One Piece?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Jake did.
Which one?
I had the Celestial Dragon. I
punched
didn't
the
do the
Celestial
other
Oh,
one.
when he punches him.
I didn't do the other one because I didn't want to risk spoiling anything for Richie.
Is it just Ace's death? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It's what happens after Ace's death.
But Luffy doesn't.
Yeah, I just know he dies. Like that's literally all I know.
Whitebeard versus Ake.
The Whitebeard rage.
It's unfortunate that that's spoiled for you because that was spoiled for me as well. And that scene would be much more better if.
I totally agree.
Which one?
It's like
Ace's
social media,
death.
right? Like people
Yeah.
post like
I saw it on Twitter.
lists about. Yeah, exactly. That's where I saw it too, and I was like, "You got to be shitting me."
Well, when I saw it, I was like, it was before I watched Alabasta, and I was like, who the hell is Porcus D. Ace? Then I met him in Alabasta and found out he's Luffy's brother, and I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, I think honestly the same exact thing happened to me. Honestly, like
Yeah.
You're just like, this is Luffy's brother. I know he's going to die. That's unfortunate.
die. Yeah,
Well, I think that was a well done episode,
pretty
boys.
yeah.
With that, we're gonna wrap right up on episode. Oh, and there goes my. On episode 14 of the Anime Happy Hour podcast. Like I said in the beginning, feel free to reach out to us. Any suggestions, questions, concerns. We're still somewhat new, especially with Richie here. Richie's new to the show. So we're always looking for input. As the episodes go on, we're going to get better and better, hopefully. Or drunker and drunker, one of the two.
Either or.
Feel free to contact us anytime via Facebook. Go ahead and look up Anime Happy Hour Podcast. You can also email us at animehappyhour951@gmail.com. We're also streaming on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and just about anywhere you can think to look up a podcast. We're also in the process of setting up a YouTube channel. I know we've been saying that for weeks, but this week I'm getting on the grind to make sure it's set up for next week, so hopefully we'll have something put up there. So I'll add the link right into our Anchor page for you as well. You can look up our Anchor page at anchor.fm/happyanimehour03. Other than that, I think that's all we got for tonight. Thank you for joining us for another week. Until next time, signing off, boys. Peace.
See you guys.